Okay, cool.
So, I
Wait,
mean,
what are we supposed to be talking about again?
I don't. There was
Status
just,
report.
yeah, or
The
status.
status and everything.
So we're just going through all of this right now?
Yeah, we're just
Well-
kind of going through it and like talking about what we should put in the different banks.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I was about to say, well, what's our time frame? So our time frame is going to be, I guess, to have our first milestone done in 6 months. I don't know, because I know we have to come up with milestones for
Well, I
this.
feel like it should be around a year because like 6 months to get the program up and running and figuring that all out. And then the next 6 months is to try to rehabilitate the person.
Right.
Don't you need some time to like find the funding and stuff for it too?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what we're gonna kind of put in like the 6 months type of thing.
Yeah.
But we could also allot more time if that's
Yeah.
Well, I think the first milestone or step would be to deliver the idea and program to Hospitality House, because if we're going to work with them, we'd have to work with them.
yeah.
So we would first have to, our first milestone would be present and get approval through the Hospitality House.
We could say present
And then,
kickoff,
because that we can do that within like a week or 2 weeks or something.
yeah.
And then our next step can be, okay, get the resources for this, and then
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So,
Put that down.
but I don't know what should be divided between a milestone and a deliverable. Because there's a deliverable, like, I guess that's more of a physical.
Yeah, I was about to say something physical,
Patient.
maybe like as like get so many people
Yeah.
to have
So
a
like
job.
first person in the program might be our first deliverable, because it's
Right.
the first thing.
Is it
completing the
we-
program.
We could do
or
like
something.
first 10 people that complete the program and come out with a job.
Yeah,
But I feel
that'd
like
be a
it's
good
a
something.
milestone and not a deliverable.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
feel like that's kind of a milestone too.
But also with like deliverables, I thought it was meant more something like how we talked about the bus system and safe ride system. That's like an extension of the program, and that's what we have to offer to
Maybe.
people.
That's true too.
Or
Because
like you were saying, creating a good to sell or something in a store
Yeah.
or something like that. Maybe.
because that's like a feature of
Yeah.
our program. A milestone is like, okay, this person benefited from the grocery store that we opened, and they took our bus ride system, so it shows that it's effective.
So we can do like ride system, and then we can do
Storefront.
yeah. So store, front, open, and then I don't know.
I think that we could just leave it at that for now,
Okay.
and then focus more so on the milestones of
Or it could be goods to sell and then storefront open, because they would
Well,
have
we
to like
have-
learn how to make something first. Right?
Yeah, and we have our work plan, whatever, for next week. We have that written down to talk to the sponsors.
Mhm.
And well, you have figure out project if feasible, so figure out the financial means of it. So
Mhm.
shouldn't that should be our first, should that be our first like milestone?
Well,
get a
I guess
sponsor.
getting approval should be our first, and then we
Yeah.
get our sponsors.
Within 2 weeks, because it says for next week talk to sponsors, and then I guess within 2 weeks maybe have sponsors.
but also you have to see, because in order to talk to the sponsors, you have to make sure that your project is okay through accounting. Like the accountant has to approve the project so you can have funding to do it. Oh wait, because
Cool.
does that make sense?
Well, no, you have to get the sponsors before you know how much you'll have.
But how do you talk to the sponsors and say like, hey, this is?
I
how
guess
much
it depends on what your project, because like if it depends on if you're going fully off of, I guess it all depends on volunteer work and everything. You got to get all the like you just need to find out the financials, period, before you talk to sponsors. You still need to though get funding
But I mean, that is technically an open issue.
at the same time. Yeah.
So I think that's something that we need to. Mm.
Do we like these milestones and deliverables, at least for now?
I
I
think
don't know if
so.
you have it
Yeah, I
up.
think they're
those
fine.
that's
Yeah, I was
important.
looking at it. Let's see.
Yeah. That's at least somewhere we can start with, and then we
Yeah.
can tweak it if we need to.
Yeah, I think that's good to start with.
Cool, cool. All right.
All right, and then we put risks. I don't know if there's anything else we should add to risks.
I think that should be good for now, being that like this is just the first status report. We can keep it going when we make the other ones. Or yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a good start. Because yeah, safety important.
Right.
Okay, I think that would be good for our video.
Is this random text
So-
in at the top of the status report? Is that just like
That's just
Not-
his stuff.
It's just the template that he
Yeah.
copied for us, I guess. I guess maybe we should delete that.
yeah? I
when
was
we turn
gonna.
it in though. Yeah.
I was just gonna delete it and make it not look random like that,
Right. And just have our stuff on there.
and then I'm gonna delete this one.
What percent complete are we? Like 5%? 5%?
Yeah.
maybe
Maybe
Probably
more like
maybe
less.
2,
2%.
maybe 2.5.
Maybe,
Yeah, that works.
maybe
Okay.
one.
Project name. We should have a cool name.
The dope hospitality program.
I don't know.
The work
Boon Goons no more.
Boon Goons get job.
That's a good one.
Working warriors. The working Vikings. We can give them all axes as a parting gift.
I feel like they have to be like some sort of mountaineer.
Yeah. The working
The stable mountain, stable Yosef. Okay.
We just need something simple.
working boonies.
Working boonies. Oh.
You could just
working-
put like homeless workforce project or something easy. I don't know.
That's actually not bad. It's very
Yeah, homeless work. I like workforce. I like that.
homeless.
That works.
That sounds funny.
Gotta like italics workforce.